doing here?
Hey folks, welcome back. And it's more Skyrim time. Alright, so here we are at Riverwood. Now there's some more goodies in the area, you know, flower type stuff, but right now I'm just going to kind of get to work. First things first, I'm going to go after a follower right away. Reason being is that really helps with combat, because you're normally dealing with a nest in this game. A baddie nest. So, talk to this dude.
Someone that has seen faraway places and heard new stories.
And this will kind of give you some storyline. You know, talk to everyone in this game, just like Breath of the Wild. Talk to everyone, read everything. God, it's so immersive, you guys. It's just insane, like, how much they put into this game. So do that at least on your first, you know, playthrough. Read everything. Maybe not every single book, because that can take a lot of time, but, you know, dialogue, definitely read every option. Not only that, that can actually prevent game glitches. For example, at the end of the game after the Civil War, a lot of people get stuck where it keeps telling you to go talk to someone, but like it doesn't work. You try to talk to them, nothing happens. The reason was because you didn't talk to the Jarl and go through all of his options. So just, you know, a little glitch alert there. Talk to everyone. Make sure you unlock all of their talking options. Now this guy, he's not so critical, but just a general good rule of thumb is to follow that advice. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and get involved with this little...
That elf is kidding himself.
These two guys are fighting over this girl. Go ahead and, you know, get this quest initiated. And what we're going to do is we're going to betray this guy.
He's wasting his time. Is that
sarcasm?
So, I've heard better wisecracks from
what we're going to do is we're going to choose the other guy. Reason being is because he's going to be our follower. Not only that, he's going to train us to be a better archer. So yeah, he just gave a letter or whatever, so we can either go tell the other dude what this guy is up to, which is what I'm going to do, or you can go do the other option. I wasn't paying attention. I think it's go talk to the girlfriend or something and give her the letter. So yeah, a little bit of deception and lying in this quest line. Okay, so for right now, we're just going to call that good. And now this guy, it's nighttime in my game, which is super frustrating. Oh, guys, I was talking about, like, really awesome graphics in this game. Talk about way ahead of its time. Like, I was in another town. Windhelm or Whitehelm or River? No. It's been a while. Whiterun. And my mom walked in the room, and she was like, "Oh, what are you watching?" And I looked at her and I said, "What do you mean? I'm playing a video game." She was like, "That's a video game?" She almost had an aneurysm. It was kind of funny. But it wasn't until she paid, you know, real close attention to the characters when I got close. Then she was like, "Oh, now I see the video game. Okay." But yeah, just like the aesthetics, the buildings, the way it was lit. Yeah, she walked in the room and just assumed I was watching TV. It's pretty freaking awesome. Alright, enough about that. Now I'm looking for this guy. During the day, he'll usually be walking around out here, kind of along this pier. He'll be carrying wood around. But honestly, at night, I usually have a little more trouble finding him. Sometimes I'll even find him outside of the village wall. Wow, mushrooms just put me overweight. That's how you know you are topped off. Not all food ingredients weigh the same. Some are half a pound, some are 0.3, some are 0.1, so you always got to kind of look at that and see, you know, how many of it you got, because 0.3 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you got 10 of them, that's 3 pounds already. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay, I'm just not seeing this guy right now, so I guess I'll just go do something else in the meantime. He's pretty tough to miss. He looks like an elf. He's not human. And so he's got like real gray skin, big like red beady eyes. He's carrying a bow. That's the dude we're looking for. Okay, so it's nighttime, so the general store is probably closed. Well, it's open.
Well, one of us has to do something.
Okay, now the general stores, guys, every village has one. And you can buy and sell just about everything with these guys. Just about. Other vendors like the smith that's across the street over there, you can only buy and sell things like weapons or leather goods, things of that nature. Alchemy stores, you can obviously only buy and sell alchemy ingredients and potions, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we are not going to talk to her.
Maybe
Do not
you
talk
could
to
talk
her,
some sense
because that'll
into my
ruin our
head
quest
anyway.
for, you know, getting that follower.
I don't know what you.
And in fact, I probably don't even want to talk to him right now either.
Still open. Feel free to shop.
Yeah, I'll do this later. Okay, so now you can also skip time, and I don't think I've talked about that yet. You can grab a bed and sleep. You can do that in an inn, so you have a bed and you can get your bonus reset, you know, for another day of quicker leveling. Or you can, you know, just push a button, and I don't remember how I mapped that button. Or you can, you know, just do it this way, but you don't get any benefits for doing this. That just passes the time. So it's 1:30 in the morning. Stores usually open around 8 or 9 in the morning. So, you know, if I do 8 hours, that puts me in good time for that store to be fully open, and for the smith to be out here, and whatever other stores might be in town here. And my archer should be walking around at that point. Now, the bad thing about using the inn, especially this early in the game, is it costs gold to do that. I don't think it's much, maybe like 10. But I don't like to do that just because I want to save my pennies for more important stuff. Nothing sucks more than being like 2 gold shy when you want to buy a spell tomb. Yeah. Okay, now these are key characters here, especially her, this innkeeper. That's later in the game. I won't spoil that right now. But something else we can do here in the meantime is activate a bunch of quests. So another reason I say talk to absolutely everybody.
Got any ale or mead? Yeah.
I lost my train of thought there. I don't multitask well, for those of you that don't know me. Yeah, quest activation. So that's another bad thing about it being nighttime right now. The people I need to talk to, I can't talk to. The bartender's awake, so I can talk to him for the same reason.
Got rooms and food.
Can I use the alchemy lab? So yeah, absolutely make sure
We have plenty of ingredients for sale too.
Every
Here,
single...
take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's
So you can
men
see the
came
quests
by
are already
and left
starting
this
to add
bounty
up
letter.
here. Good thing, good thing. Heard any
There have been
rumors?
whispers.
Most
A
of the
boy up in
innkeepers will have
Windham,
rumors they
name
can
of
tell you about.
Aventus
Those will
17,
activate
been
quests
trying to
also.
contact the Dark Brotherhood.
And even though it grayed out, it's not white anymore. When it's white, it means you still have something to do there, but sometimes it grays out, but there's still something to do there. So whenever it gives you the option to ask about rumors,
Looking at
always
the
ask more
Riverwood
than
trader
once.
Had a store broken into the other night. Oddly enough, barely anything's been stolen. Have you seen that shrine of Azura?
Okay, see, I'm
They
still
say the
getting
Dark Elves built it after they fled from
quests
Morrowind.
going here.
We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood.
So normally I
Finland.
keep doing this
Word
until
is
I
Alfred
see
Stormcloak
the options
escaped
kind of
from the
repeat
Imperium.
themselves
We've got
enough,
something of a love triangle
and then I
here
know
in
there's really
Riverwood.
nothing else to unlock.
Faendal and Sven, both looking to blow. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two.
Okay, so now I'm going to see what he's
Let's
buying and
sate
selling. I
that
think he's got
appetite.
cooking ingredients. But again, this is going to cost money. And I can't really sell much to him. It's only food, which I can actually get rid of the wine. That's 3 pounds I can save. Okay, so yeah, I cannot sell potions to him, but I can go cook some potions. So this is what I've been talking about in the video so far, guys. We can get our alchemy stat bumped just by cooking, you know, silly random potions. It doesn't have to be things that you necessarily want. For example, this one right here that I'm about to cook. Look at that, 245. Now, I don't sell it for actually that much yet. Notice the alchemy stat on the bottom right there where it says alchemy 15, then you got the slider bar to 16. So every time I cook one of these, look how much that slider bar goes up. So not only do they sell good, but it really bumps your alchemy stat up. So another thing you can combine that flour with is bear claws. Now, I don't like to do that because I like to use the bear claws for other things later in the game, but here at this point in the game, yes, you want to do that. Look at that, just got my alchemy bumped, which means I'm almost done leveling too. So this is why, guys, take everything the game gives you. Everything pays off. Okay, that also combines with spider eggs. And good thing I got quite a few of those from the tutorial stage there. Look at that, just got another bump. Beautiful. Yeah, we made out pretty good. I actually just leveled doing that. So not only did it bump my alchemy stat, so now every time you bump the alchemy stat, the potion gets better and better. So it gets more and more valuable, and the effect gets stronger and stronger. So while you're doing all this, everything just compound math, improves and strengthens. You make more money, you level quicker, just everything works well together. Okay, so for right now I'm done cooking. I just really wanted to get those made to kind of show you guys, and once you do make a successful potion, you can talk to him and clear the quest.
Drink too.
Actually, I think the quest already cleared.
Let's sate that appetite.
when I cooked the ingredient. Okay, blue butterfly wing. That's cheap, and that also combines. But that's also used in alchemy potions, I think. So yeah, I don't normally cook dummy potions with those, at least not right now. Those are more important for other things. I could buy 2 more flowers. That makes a real good invisibility potion with other stuff. But yeah, I don't want to spend the money right now, so I'm probably not gonna do this just yet.
Until next time.
But what I will do is go ahead and sleep here in the inn. And to do that, you got to talk to the innkeeper.
You're that
and
visitor, Ben Pope. Word is Ulfric Stormcloak is...
This case, it's her. So yeah, it's only 10 gold. I'm going to go for it. I normally don't do this on a playthrough, but I just wanted to demonstrate. You do get that bump reset. Okay, I think that was my bed. Nope. Trying to figure out which one she gave me here. That's mine. Make sure you do the full 8 hours to get the full effect of the benefit. And it's the same whether you're sleeping by yourself or with your spouse when the time comes for marriage. But honestly, I don't need to worry about the marriage and sleeping with the spouse. So it works out real good if you can marry a follower, because then your spouse is always with you. You can sleep with them anywhere you are, and you get that extra perk for the Lover's Embrace instead of just well rested. But I'm going to get the Lover's Stone, and that gives you that 15% bump no matter what. So yeah, that's why I'm going to go to a certain region very early in the game here. It's going to seem very out of order, but again, there's a reason for my madness. For everything I do in this game, there's a good reason for it. Especially early game here.
Drink for the thirsty.
Okay. Just making sure I talk to everybody. Now, it should be daytime. Now, sometimes after you pass time, notice it's 11 in the morning. Everything should be open. All the characters should be awake and running around. But sometimes when you pass time or sleep, the game makes them take their time, get out of whatever beds they're laying in, then they kind of walk to their door, then they have to walk across town. So if you want to speed things up, after you've passed time or slept, do it one more time for just 1 more hour. And then that'll kind of, accelerate all the NPCs getting to where they're supposed to be that much quicker. Okay, now I don't see anyone in here right now, and that's okay. My archer should be outside at this point for sure anyway. And again, I always take the time to check all the lootable stuff to grab me some potatoes. Alright, so let's go check my spot for my archer. Uh-oh.
What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the
I thought
mountain
she
in
was
black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
yelling about a dragon attack. I was like, man, it is too early in the game for dragons to start coming. Normally they don't come until you do the first dragon mission. Okay, there he is. So if you don't see him out there walking around, carrying wood, check back here in these woods and stuff. Matter of fact, he might have been back here earlier. I just might not have gone back here quite far enough. He kind of patrols this area day and night, so yeah, here he is, guys. Fernando, or whatever his name is. Do not train yet. Wait until he's your follower first, and to do that, you've got to, be careful with your dialogue options here. So go ahead and tattle. Tell him that other dude wanted you to pull a fast one and make this girl hate this dude. And this will get him on our side.
Up to now. So, here. Give this letter to Camilla and tell her it's from Sven.
Okay, once again, do not train for archery yet. We're not at that point until we've cleared this quest. Now, where is my store? So what I gotta do now is go lie to this woman. You gotta lie to her to get the guy unlocked, unfortunately.
Maybe you could talk.
So if you're a little bit squeamish where morals come into question, yeah, some of these quests are gonna suck a little bit. So go ahead and lie. Yeah, if we do the first one, that'll turn our archer friend against us. We don't want to do that, so we want to do this
Another
one.
poem you've had.
I had to pay attention to read there.
No blush.
I didn't want to accidentally hit the wrong option.
If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is...
Okay, so
You
I'm
can
going to
tell
skip
Sven that he
these
already has a
dialogues when I
mother.
can.
I'm not speaking to him anymore.
Let's go talk to our new friend. Oh yeah, this is the woman that we were supposed to talk to. The guy that we followed out of the dragon attack area. This is his sister, I think it is, so that's why there's a quest marker above her, but I'm not doing that just yet. Let's find... If I don't see him out here, he's usually in the bar.
Out of my way, stranger.
Go ahead and get this guy's dialogue options opened up now. That's really what I was kind of worried about, was the Bard's College.
If you go there,
But I
talk
think
to
I've
the
already
owner.
activated that.
He's
No,
the
I have not.
headmaster.
Okay. So yes, you do in fact have to talk to him to activate that quest.
Lucan's
This is
if
just
you
kind
need
of
weapons or
giving you
armor,
information about the
see
village
Alva.
here. This is just
You
more
had best tell the Jarl
storyline.
of Whiterun. Sure. What can I do for you?
Yeah, whatever. You don't have to do this.
Until
Already thoroughly talked to everybody else. So yeah, it's time to go ahead and get on out of here. Oh yeah, and you can loot too. But this comes with risk, because it says steal. Notice that. Now, opening the chest doesn't get you in trouble. Taking stuff out of the chest does. So, you know, be careful not to press the wrong button and, like, auto-collect everything or something like that, because that can get you in hot water here in Skyrim. Okay, now if I want to steal that gold, I would crouch, make sure I've got that hidden. If you're detected, it's no good. And even then, sometimes this can get you in trouble, so I always save the game first, and then I attempt to do the stealing. And then if I get caught, you know, I reload, save, and try again. Because as you can see, she popped right around that corner,
This is a local
right when I
favorite.
could have actually hit that button.
songs I ever learned.
So, yeah, good times.
Oh, there once was a hero
The bad thing about this game is sometimes NPCs will get in your way with doorways. Super freaking frustrating.
and the braggart.
Alright guys, let's go make friends. And if you're having trouble locating the NPC that you need to talk to, if you're in the middle of a quest already, you can actually go into your quests and you can activate, you know, turn on the miscellaneous, and you can activate specific miscellaneouses. So like talk to Fernando, that's who we're looking for. So as you can see, I just activated that one, and now I've got the quest marker. So if you really can't find someone you really need to talk to, don't forget that is a handy tool at your disposal there.
There's beauty here, unmatched, and I appreciate your
Okay,
help.
so we just
Please,
made a new
take this.
friend.
Some gold
So
I've
now,
saved up from
follow
working
me,
at
I
the-
need your
Lead
help.
the way.
Booyah. Okay, very first thing I'm going to do is trade bows with him, because his is better. So go into, well actually, no, first I'm going to do the training. Now this is the reason I need to sell a bunch of stuff, so while he's our follower, I'm going to go back to our general store here and get rid of a bunch of goods and get my gold way up. The smith also, but I'm going to see what I can sell at general store first. And then I'll use the smith as a backup for like armor and weapons.
The Riverwood trait. My sister Camilla or I will be happy.
Okay, go ahead and ask him, did something happen? He'll tell you about a theft. That'll get a quest going.
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last ship.
And he actually pays pretty good
It's
for finding
yours
his
if you
claw,
bring
so
my
that's a good
claw
deal.
back. Show those thieves not to steal from Lucan.
Okay, I think this is just going to point us to the store inventory, yeah.
Take a look.
Okay, now I always like to see what they have for sale. Now I shouldn't find too much enchanted stuff just yet, because we don't have any of our good stuff bumped a lot. But as you can see, some of this stuff is pretty freaking expensive, so I'm not going to buy any of this kind of stuff right now. What I'm looking for is a couple of things. I've already got the weight, which is awesome. You guys have no idea. I want to find the archery attack power bump. So if I find those two specific items, I will spend the money on them. And this is why looting is so critical in this game, so you can sell everything you get. Okay, so nothing there I really want to buy anyway. Okay, spell tombs, nothing here of interest. Soul gems, don't buy the filled ones. They're real expensive, but I will buy empty ones. We're going to be doing some soul gathering here real soon. Okay, iron ore. I usually buy that, but not right now. It's too early in the game for that. See, empty petty soul gems right there. It's 100 for 3 of them, so yeah, I'll spend a little bit of gold on that. Maybe I'll just buy 2 for right now, maybe 3. These are important, guys, and I'll get to that later in the game, but just, yeah, soul gems, soul gems, soul gems. Okay, now for selling, this is why I like the general stores. It gives you an array of different things you can sell here. Weapons, armor, potions even. So all those stupid potions I made that I'm never going to use. Sell, sell, sell. Look at that. 427 gold just for making those dummy potions. Yeah, those can go too. Frostbite venom. I'll keep a few of those in inventory. Sometimes I get in a pickle and I want to tip my arrows with those. Yeah. Food, not really selling food just yet. Ingredients, that too. Okay, remember that bump book? That bumped us up in forging. So yeah, that's why I carried it out. It's only £1 and it's 25 gold, not bad. Amethyst, I'm going to go ahead and sell right now. Garnet, sell right now. I'm going to keep the ore. I'm going to do some crafting with that here real soon. It's heavy, unfortunately, but you need it. The ruby can go too. Actually, I should have kept that ruby, but that's okay. We'll get them back. Right now, I just need my gold up because there's things I want to buy right off the bat here that are going to really help us out with combat, especially. Okay, now you've already triggered that quest to get his claw back, so you can actually talk to the sister now, and she'll, you know, make friends with you, and she'll guide you out of town, show you where to go.
Oh, really?
Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do that,
Bleakfell
just
Sparrow is
since I'm talking
outside
about
of
it.
town. I can show you. Bleakfell Sparrow is just outside of town. I can show you.
Okay, so you see she gets out of her chair, and she's actually going to walk with us now. You don't have to follow her. You know, it's kind of fun, though. It really helps immerse you into the story of what's going on. She has some things to say about herself, her brother, the village, etc. So yeah, just like I said, guys, the amount of detail they put in this game, it's gorgeous. It's going to pull you in real quick. Alright, so yeah, store, selling. I want to see what I can smell at the blacksmith here. And also see what he has for sale. Okay, now there is a side quest you can do, but you can do that same side quest at any blacksmith, so to save time for right now, I'm going to do this one at the next town. What have you got, sir? Yeah, so I wouldn't ask him if you can use the forge, and I wouldn't ask him if he needs help. I will go ahead and get through this one. I don't think that does anything anyway. I don't think this one does either, but...
The grinds, if you've got the raw materials.
Okay. Yeah, this is the one that would activate the side quest.
Something new. Blades.
Okay, sometimes these guys sell enchanted weapons. For example, bow of fatigue. Right there, stamina damage. That's a good one to have. Not only does it do health damage, but it also does... Actually, no, I'm thinking of frost. Disregard. Stamina damage isn't that good. If you get a frost damage, buy it if it's cheap enough. Because that'll do stamina damage and health damage. So that does 2 real good things right there. Arrows, I'm not going to buy right now. I will be crafting those here real soon. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any other enchanted weaponry. That would be nice to have, but not for 1,000 gold at this stage in the game. Okay, nothing else is enchanted, so pass. And yeah, so normally when I get my gold going, I'm going to start buying all the iron stuff. Iron ingots, clean them out. Iron ore, clean them out. Leather, clean them out. Leather strips, clean them out. Talking about leveling the character, guys, but again, at this stage in the game, this isn't the priority just yet. That's coming real soon, though. Okay, so just to show you guys what I was talking about here, you can go ahead and sell this stuff. And I'm not going to keep the steel sword anymore. I don't use these. I literally just use the wow, my brain isn't working. Now I can finally sell this heavy armor. Look, it used to tell us it was valued at like 100 or something. Now it's down to 32. That's what I mean. Like, we don't have that skill up high enough yet, the speech skill. That's why our buying and selling kind of sucks right now. Okay, sell all but one of those. Sell all but one of those just because I'm wearing them. Those can all go. Actually, I should have sold that, but that's okay. Okay, so as you can see, my gold, booyah, 1773. So that's why I like to have different vendor options. If this guy ran out of gold, notice the vendors have limited amount of gold. So he's down to 78. So if I still had more stuff to sell at that point, I would go then, you know, back to my general store. I didn't want to run my general store out. You know, I wanted to make sure I balanced that out a little bit. Alright, so that's pretty much it for here for right now. Just to kind of show you my inventory, my weight's down to 99, pretty awesome. And I've gotten rid of a lot. I'm going to keep the bow, I'm going to keep the pickaxe. I'm going to keep these, you know, for crafting purposes. I'm going to keep these for my magic. Keep these for my armor rating, which I can go ahead and put the clothes back on. Sometimes when you sell some of a stack, it'll take the clothes off of you and, you know, your armor rating with it, unfortunately. Alright, so what else is there to do in Riverwood? You can go ahead and talk to her, get some more storyline. I'm going to go ahead for right now and talk to that girl that had the quest marker. That was the sister of the guy that helped us out.
We're a small village.
Do you have any supplies I could take? She'll let you take some things out of her inventory for free. But be careful, because sometimes if I loot her too much, I'll have someone come after me with a note that says, you know, you stole from me, teach this person a lesson. And I don't know where that threshold is, so I usually only grab the things that I know I'm really going to use. For example, that's got some value to it. And it's a ring that'll help my magic stat, so yeah, I'm stealing that. Anything valuable, go ahead and take one of those. And I'll cut it off right there. And she also gave you a key to her house, which is pretty awesome. You can go loot the house, but again, watch out for that red, like if you're in a chest that says steal, be careful about stealing. You can do it, as long as you don't get caught, you know, you can usually get away with it.
Cross the river and then head cross the river.
Okay, now I don't know why that quest marker isn't disappearing.
It's my mill. And by Alvar can help you out. He's... There is something you could do for me. For all of us here.
Huh.
Years passed. The lumber was used for houses or furniture.
Maybe you have to go into the house.
Soldiers just buy it all.
You lost?
The thought of my wood being used for weapons makes me sick.
Okay, that's the guy that helped us
I
out.
told you, my sister. Just had no. Jarl Balgruuf still hasn't declared for... What? Lucky for us it attacked... Seriously? You don't know? That was all... Still, I'm surprised you haven't heard of Ulfric. Sure.
Okay, again, I'm just, you know, thumbing through to make sure I'm not missing any quest markers or anything here.
I thought they were taking
Actually, been a while since I played the game. Kind of feels good to be back into it, to be honest.
But then, we stopped in Helgen.
Okay, I'm not seeing a steal. Now, that one's in red, so that's what I mean. Be careful what you take out of here. So you're safe to take the gold. Oh, no, I just auto-collected all that. That was stupid. Luckily, I didn't see a bounty pop up.
Here for work? Get an axe before heading to Windhelm. Be careful.
Alright, so the house of the person that has the quest marker still over her head, I think is this one. No, that's my follower's house. And you can actually take the key out of his inventory, and you can open his door, so pretty funny.
Right behind you.
I need to trade some things with you. So yeah, you can get in their inventory. You can see his weapons, and remember I said I was going to take his bow. He can keep his arrows. That makes it too confusing. Okay, there's that fake letter we were dealing with. There's the key to his house. But, you know, I don't really want to go in there, so I'm not going to take it. Just wanted to show you guys you could, and you can go in there and loot. So yeah, hunting bow, longbow. So notice it goes from 8 to 9, which isn't a lot, but every little bit helps when you're talking about attack power. You know, it's almost a 10% bump, or even a little more than that even. So I'm going to give him my longbow, and he'll equip that and use that instead. Okay, apparel, same thing. You can change his clothes. Actually, it doesn't... He's not wearing any lootable clothes right now, which is why the apparel thing isn't showing up. But I can give him apparel, and he'll wear that. So yeah, and now you can see I can go into his apparel. So I'm not really going to give him that to wear. It does help with their defense and stuff, so it's beneficial. Not only that, you know, it gets the weight out of your inventory. So I'm going to use some of this stuff for myself. But for right now, you know, it's just kind of dead weight. So if my weight starts filling up again, this is some kind of stuff that I can give him. It just makes him look funny, but it doesn't really affect him other than it gives him a little extra armor anyway. Makes him a little bit more combat capable. Alright, so that's the follower in a nutshell, and I mentioned you can do some leveling with this guy because he's an archery trainer. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and level my character up. I'm going to take a little bit of magic this time. And on my next level up, I'll probably take a little bit of stamina. So what I like to do is the health is priority. Then the next priority is magic, then the last priority for me is stamina. So, you know, I'll get the health up to, say, 130. Then the magicka to, say, 110. Then I'll go back to the health, 140. Then the magicka, 120. Then health, 150. Magicka, 130. Then I'll hit stamina at 110. And that's kind of like how I do things. This way I'm prioritizing health, but the other stuff kind of, you know, trails behind. Reason stamina is important, it bumps your carry weight up. You know, there's ways around all this stuff, but this is just kind of like the methodology that I use. Okay, so now I've got a clean slate. I'm going to go ahead and do the training here. Actually, I think I could have trained with him 5 times before I did the level. So that really sucks that I just, you know, did that. But cool thing about this game, lots and lots of autosaves. So that should have been coming out of the house, which means I really haven't done anything yet. So I'm going to reload that autosave. One good thing about the Xbox, it thinks really fast, so it doesn't take long to navigate saves and stuff. Alright, so anyway, getting back to all this, I'll just do that weapon swap here in a moment. So I'm level 4 right now, and I can't open that menu because, you know, it'll pull me back in, but basically what I can do is I can train with him at that level 5 times, or any trainer. You know, I get 5 training sessions with any trainers. So, you know, I'm going to dump all 5 into him specifically because I want my bow and arrow attack power to really start going up right now. So what I'm going to do is train with him 5 times, and then that's going to max me out. I can't train with him anymore until I level up. But the cool thing is I'm already ready for a level up, so I can essentially do it twice right now.
I got your back.
And that's why I didn't do that level up earlier on when it told me I could have. Okay, so can you train me to be better at archery? Now, you want to save the game before you do this, because sometimes the game glitches out, and you don't actually get the bump. You push the button and nothing happens, but it does count against you. The count will go up, but you don't get the bump in the skill. So it really sucks when that happens, because you spent the gold, and you spent the training session, and you didn't get anything out of it. So I always recommend saving the game, put down that hard save, and then you can, you know, if it glitches out on you like that, you can start over and make sure you get all 5 training sessions to where they actually count. Okay, so you notice I just leveled up 5 times there in archery. Now if I try to do it again, notice it says times trained this level 5 out of 5. They don't mean the archery level, they mean your character level. So now once I level my character once, I'll be able to do another 5 training sessions. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and back out. I'm going to go ahead and level my character once. And I want to go ahead and do health. Actually, no, I want to do the magic. Okay, notice I'm already the next level again already. So, you know, level 5 is almost done. So this next training session will definitely bump me back over. So I'll be able to do this at least 3 times here, probably even more. Now, if you're running out of gold,
Still here.
don't sweat it. I'm going to show you how to steal your gold back from this dude. Since he's your follower and you can get into his inventory, gold counts too. Oh, I don't have enough gold. Whoops. So now I actually have to go into his inventory and take my gold back. Booyah! Free training, baby! Thank you, sir. May I have another?
What I know.
Look at that, I just leveled again. But again, I don't want to level my character yet. I want to make sure I get my 5 training sessions in before I get that level. Look at that, my archery's already up to 30, guys. So as the skill increases in level, every time my archery goes up, my bow is getting a little bit stronger. Which is awesome, because this is already giving us more attack power in archery. In addition, you can also dump the perk points in to make the bow even better. So it's just, yeah. We're hitting this from many different angles throughout this game, and it's going to seem like information overload, guys, I know. But at some point, it'll really start clicking, and you'll be like, oh wow, this is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do another health. Actually, I'm going to do a health. Because that's your survivability. I hate dying in this game, so I really like to dump the points into health right now.
Still here. What do you
okay,
want
go ahead and get your gold back. Get some more free training.
I'll show you what I know.
I might even level again. It's going to be close. Actually, I think I will. Booyah. There it is. Okay, but again, make sure you get your 5 sessions in. Uh-oh. So I ran out of gold, so I actually got to steal my gold back a little early here. Just so I can finish the training session.
I'll show you what I know.
There it is. Okay, so from here, we'll go ahead and go magic.
I'll show you what I know.
See if we can get another one. Now, he only trains you up to level 50 in archery, unfortunately. And every time you level, you get another perk point. So, you know, I'm going to dump all these perks probably into archery here. And, you know, maybe some other stuff, maybe armor or something. We'll see how I feel about it, but for right now, I just really want to get my archery up as high as I can get. But again, he cuts you off at 50, so no more free training after that. He won't even actually train you, whether you have the gold or not. He'll just tell you he can't train you.
What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
Wow, I'm going to level again. Booyah. This bow is going to be sick! And guys, we've only played the game. I mean, yeah, I did a dungeon, but I didn't have to do the dungeon. I could have just come here, but again, you know, that dungeon helped us get the gold for all this. So, you know, it's risk-reward.
What do you want me to carry?
Okay, go ahead and do another health. So we started at 100 across the board. I'm now at 150 health, which is a huge difference. It's night and day difference. And then the magic, you know, it's going to help a lot when we try to cast some of these spells.
I'll show you what I know.
There's that chick with the quest marker again. Notice it's getting more and more expensive too as we go.
What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
Ooh, real close. So him and I are going to go out on a little mission here, and that'll level me up, you know, even if I make it there. And then I'll do my last couple of training sessions with him, and that'll get my bow as high as it'll go with him. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. Go ahead and get your gold back before you forget. Now, followers can die.
Lead on.
So that's another reason to constantly save the game, because if your follower gets killed, you'll have to reload a save so he comes back to life. I'm trying to figure out why she still has that quest
I own
marker.
the lumber mill and pay a fair wage. See my husband Hod if you're looking for work.
I had this issue before, and I figured it out, and I think it was I just had to go into her house. Okay, there must have been a dialogue option I missed. That's the only thing I can think of. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to her again and try to thumb through everything. Or it might not be letting me clear this because that girl I need to...
Years past, the lumber was used for help. There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if
Oh,
there's a
that's
dragon
right.
on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need
I
to
was
get
backing
word
out of
to
the
Baldur
option
and
too
Boyfriend
quickly.
to send
Sometimes the
whatever
quest will
troops he can.
activate and you don't have to wait
If
for
you
the
do
whole,
that
you know,
for me,
dialogue to go
I'll be in your
through.
debt.
But in rare occasions like this in PC particularly, you have to be patient and wait for that dialogue to kind of go through itself. And then when it ends, then it'll, you know, trigger whatever it is you're trying to get done. So if you get stuck like that and the quest marker won't clear, try giving that a go. Alright, so that was fun. Kind of challenged my memory there a little bit. Now, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do here in Riverwood. There's some more, you know, loose looting to do, and if you want to make some arrows, because you can go through arrows in this game, especially if you're, you know, relying solely on archery like me. Oh, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I knew there was something I was excited about here. So perk points, guys, I got 6 of them. That's from all the leveling we just did, which is awesome. So, matter of fact, depending on how close my alchemy skill is, that potion... No, it won't put it over. Also, you can make stronger potions with, you know, better selling value as you increase perks here too. Especially if it's a poison and you get the poison stronger. You know, each one of these has a different function. So, yeah, it just all compounds upon itself. And I've got it all... I got it down to a science, guys. It's going to be freaking awesome. Okay, so sometimes I'll bump the sneak perk up just 1 for right now to help in combat, but it's not a priority. The priority right now is the archery. So I'm going to bump this twice. Every 20% you can do this again. So notice it says requires 60 now, and I've only got 48 on the archery, down at the bottom. So, yeah, I need to wait before I can do that again, but I just increased my bow 60% from what it was when we first started the game, which is awesome. That's just baseline. Now, that doesn't make a big difference when your bow is only like 5, you know, attack power, but all this is going to compound, so everything we do goes into the same stat. So, you know, just don't worry about that right now. Even if it only bumps 1 or 2, don't worry about that specific element. All this plays into that. Now that I've got my bow over 40, Eagle Eye. Getting that zoom in is freaking huge, guys. And then Steady Hand, it's amazing. Now, these two make me happy with my bow. So now I am ready for combat. I got my follower, I got my bow where I want it to be. So now when I take my bow out, you hold it down with that right trigger just like we used to before you loose an arrow. But now we have the added benefit of holding the left trigger down with that. Notice I get a zoom in and time slows down. Now I don't have any enemies, so I can't show you how they slowed down yet, but I will. Guys, this is huge. That makes all the difference in the world. So Breath of the Wild, you got to jump off something to get time to slow down. Here, you simply just got to, after you know, get an arrow knocked, then you've got to, you know, hold that left trigger down with it. And then you loose your arrow, and you're just really good devastating with this weapon system. All right, so enough about that. I got to go ahead and talk to him again and swap bows.
What do you want me to carry?
So I think that bow was like damage 9 or something before, or 12 even. I think the longbow is 9 and this was 12, so it only, you know, gave it 2 extra points. That's not great, but it is better than nothing. But again, don't worry about it. We're going to start getting this attack power up even more, and it all compounds. So I'm going to go ahead and steal that and give him my crap bow. Okay, he's good to go.
You lead, I'll follow.
Okay, notice, it's funny though, we gave him the longbow, but look what happened. By default, some of the NPCs cannot change their bow. He's one of them, so no matter how good of a bow you give him... Actually, I think if you give him a better bow than the default bow, it will make him equip that instead. But right now, his default bow, which is the hunting bow, trumps the longbow. So that's why the longbow is in his inventory and he's not using it.
What do you
I
want
kind of forgot about that until just now, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and take that longbow out. No reason to burden him with the weight when we're just going to, you know, get rid of it anyway. Okay, so now if I had an axe, I could chop wood and make arrows, but I don't. I actually thought there was a loose axe out here somewhere. Maybe.
I'm glad to help any way
If there is, I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Okay, now here's another thing, guys. I hate farming ore in this game because it just, you know, it sits there and makes you watch this painfully long graphic. And folks, chopping wood is the same type of party. I hate the fact that they make you spend the time to do this. You know, a lot of us have jobs and we don't have the time to just do this. So, I just wish there was a game setting to where, again, modders out there, that would be a nice mod to have, that I could speed up the graphics on chopping wood and I could speed up the graphics on mining the ore. Okay, and again, firewood. It takes a long time to chop, but you need it to make arrows. And unfortunately, it's a super heavy item. Now, I always keep one of these, again, because if you find an NPC out there in the world, you need to be able to make friends with them, and sometimes they want you to give them a bundle of wood. So, I always keep one in my inventory just for that specific reason, so that I can become the Jarl's Thanes when the time comes. But for right now, I want to see how many wood I have. 6, so I'm going to use 5 of them to make arrows here real quick. Actually, I don't even think I have the ingots to do it.
You seem alright.
I've only got 2 ingots, so I can only actually make 2 sets of arrows, which is okay, it's better than nothing.
Too shabby. Apprentice level work.
If there was a smelter here, I'd be able to make the ingots, but there's no smelter. That'll be in the next village. So for right now, I'll just have to kind of carry the weight around with me until I can get the arrows crafted. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much going to conclude this segment of video. I did everything I wanted to do here. I did the leveling, I did the training. Yeah, it was a very informative, hopefully, and productive hour, I think it was. Folks, I hope that helped you all out. When we come back, I'm going to do just a little bit of looting. We're going to kind of go back to Ember Shard Mine. Now, all the NPCs should still be dead in there. They do reset in time, and it's randomized. So sometimes, you know, it's only a few days, and you might go back in there, and they're all back. And sometimes you really want them to respawn, and you just keep rechecking and rechecking and rechecking. It feels like a month has gone by, and they still haven't respawned. So just keep that in mind. Dungeons will respawn, but they're all completely randomized. So it could be really quick, or it could take absolutely forever. Okay, so I'm going to go back through just real quickly. And, actually, I don't think I need to. I was able to pull most everything out of there that I wanted. See, I'm going to scratch that. Normally, I have to go back through there and get the stuff I had to leave behind, but I did a pretty good job this time with my weight, so I'll forego that. But I will go back to Helgen. This is where the game started, and there's going to be a bunch of bandits there, so it's going to be a tough fight. But again, looting. There's a cave nearby, looting, quite lucrative looting too. Not to mention all the collectibles that are out in the wilderness here. So it's just going to be kind of a milk run video, the next one. But, you know, it's worthwhile, especially at this point in the game. It kind of gives us a good head start for when we do decide to make our way over into Whiterun. Not to mention this Barrow here. That's quite a long dungeon. Alright, folks, again, when we see you back, it's fun time. It'll be the Bleak Falls Barrow when we come back.